Good afternoon, welcome to this week's Ask AJ. I feel like I'm really formal announcing. With me, Phil Jones.
And me, Edward Myers.
And today we're going to somehow use that almost dreaded word that, not dreaded, but the word that seems to come around so fast every single year, which is the C word. It's a nice C word, Christmas. And it feels like we've only just come past last Christmas.
It does. It really
Crazy,
does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I literally remember just after Christmas.
September next week.
Yeah.
And so what we're getting questioned on at the moment is, if I want to move or sell in time for Christmas, what is sort of the time frame we need to be looking at?
Yeah, definitely.
So what, in terms of, let's start at the back end of it, in terms of conveyancing, what's sort of the minimum time at the moment?
I mean, on average, we would recommend you want to give yourself, so from your offer being accepted on your house to, completion, handing over the keys, it's roughly about 12 weeks. So you're talking 3 months.
Yes.
So, and that is an average. Obviously, some complete a lot quicker, but some could be longer. So, yeah, it's about 3 months, isn't it?
Yeah, and then the process of marketing and getting everything ready is around 2 weeks, and then the average time on market, if priced right, if marketed correctly, I mean, it's the golden question, how long will home be on the market, but if it's all done sort of correctly and all works together, then 2 to 3 weeks is a good time. Obviously, there's some that go on for way longer than that, and some that go on for much shorter than that, and it's not as simple as I probably said it was, but I would say the majority sell within the 2-3 weeks.
Yeah.
You're definitely the majority.
Yeah.
So let's work that out in terms of timing. If you need 12 weeks for conveyancing, and by the way, I hope there's no conveyancers watching this. If there are, then hi Claire, if you're watching. They don't like working in December.
No, Christmas isn't their best.
It's the amount of Christmas parties they enjoy during Christmas.
They have a good time.
Yeah, they do. Does slow down the process and make it a bit more challenging for us.
It can do.
So, let's say 3 months, 12 weeks at an optimistic angle, and then 2 weeks to get everything ready, a few weeks on the market. What that's sort of saying is that if you're planning and want to sell before Christmas, you're probably looking at the next week to have a conversation with an agent or with an agent in terms of pricing and strategy and marketing and how this all comes together to get the best result.
It's about 4 months, isn't it?
Yeah, and so what tends to happen is people think, right, it's September now, we'll speak to an agent and we'll get things moving, when sometimes having that conversation a little bit before that gives you a few more options in terms of launch dates. Then you can actually launch your home to the market in the middle of September, which is a very good time. People go back to school, kids go back to school, parents get time to think, that summer was a disaster, I need more space.
Yeah, bigger garden.
Yes.
Yeah, better location, nearer to things for the kids.
Exactly.
Yeah. And you get that as well, so it's a great time to be on the market, because you now start to get a lot of the buyers out there that want to then be in for Christmas. So you start to get that influx of new interest and new buyers who kind of, again, are working towards that same time frame, who are thinking, right, actually that's sort of a milestone date, we want to be in a nice new house for Christmas, or have, a lovely home to go to for Christmas.
And because they need to sell as well, so then a lot more homes come to market, so there's a lot more choice for you.
Yeah.
There is obviously more competition, but there's more choice and more buyers, so it's a good time to sell. Right now, there's no clear signs that what's happening outside of the lakes in terms of cost of living, and I know it is happening in the lakes, but we try and forget it. The cost of living and what's happening at Westminster, etc. We're not seeing a massive impact on the market, a clear impact on the unique home market here in the lakes, and that's a positive. We'll try and keep that away as long as we possibly can, forever if we can.
We'll try.
Yes,
like our own little bubble.
We'll work our magic. But if you're wondering if now is a good time to sell, it is. It has been for the last 2 or 3 years. We're hoping it's the next 2 or 3 years, but that's unlikely. But right now is a good time. So if you or someone you know is thinking about it,
touch.
Now's the time to. Even what we found the last 3 or 4 weeks has been a lot of appointments where we've been called out just as sort of a fact find for people to say, look, I might sell now, I might sell in 6 months. What are the benefits? What are the challenges? What are the price differentials? What's the market forces, etc.
Getting advice. What should I do? Not do. Normally not do.
So use us as much as you'd like, and that's it, I think.
And then it will soon be here. So enjoy the rest of the summer, whatever's left.
So we'll be back in about 8 weeks to say what presents we'd like for Christmas, and see what happens there. But start getting your decorations out, and we'll see you next week.
See you next week.